Hello and welcome to the third of the CPSA How to Hit series, sponsored by Browning Shotguns and filmed here at Southdown Gun Club and Shooting School in the heart of the South Downs in West Sussex. In this episode, I'm going to be shooting a right to left blaze standard followed by a right to left midi chandelle. As you can see on my right shoulder here, the two traps in use. The first target, the right to left standard, pull. As you can see, it rises, crosses the bank and falls away into the farmer's field. The second target is a blue midi chandelle fired right to left, pull. Again, rises over the bank into the farmer's field. The thing about the chandelle is it's a midi, and against the skyline can become a very deceptive target and look a lot further out than it really is. This can cause a lot of problems with shooters who fail to remember that it is a midi, not a standard. As with most targets, in fact all targets, I've got to establish the basics first. That starts with the feet. I've got to place my feet so I can get both targets comfortably. The first target, the blaze standard, will be shot in the farmer's field over the bank, and the second one above the Browning flags over there. By placing my feet in such a position and doing a practice swing along both lines, I can get a comfortable position that enables me to take the shots comfortably and smoothly without being unbalanced. The second thing I've got to establish is where I'm seeing that target clearly. The blaze standard, I see that before the right hand Browning flag. The midi in the sky above the trees in the far distance. Having established that, I've then got to establish where I'm going to hold my gun. On the blaze standard, that will be the left hand side of the left Browning flag. On the midi, it's going to be in the area of where I'm seeing it. This is because I'm going to use a different method to shoot it. The first method is going to be pull away. The second target, the chandelle, I'm going to use swing through. The reason behind this is I've got such a distance to bring the gun back from shooting the first to the second, and that midi chandelle is a fast target. It's going to be well along its flight line by the time I get the gun round there. Once the clay has gone past my barrel, I'm going to swing through it, take the shot and keep the gun swinging. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the midi chandelle, because it's smaller than a standard and against the skyline, can look a lot smaller or a lot further away than it actually is. This will cause people to overlead it. It's a very deceptive target. Therefore, before you call for a target, when you're reading it, you've got to look at where the trap is and where it's landing to at least give you an idea how far that target really is and not what you think it is. And that's how you hit two targets using two different methods.